It's time to prank people. We're back.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Let's go, hey, Roman.
Right, General Uptight is gone.
General
Search about.
Uptight.
Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh. What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip or something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
You gonna go piss off Liliana? That'll do good. You had a fucking dagger in your fucking ribs.
Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
Little lady prissy pants. The door?
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
How exactly are we gonna get through? Okay, I don't know how we got through here, but whatever. Got any words of wisdom?
Right, something to get our shadow of birds loosened up. Gotta be something. Have a search. What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't part. But they flap and...
Who is up there? Nothing to worry about, Solus. It's just me and Sarah.
Well, all right then.
Ah, what fun is that? Let's go.
He's at the very bottom. How would he even be able to hear us?
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people. Still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'll start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good. And Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, prick. You did it!
Wait, why am I going here? Jesus Christ, how many fucking cutscenes?
Hey, you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
I like the voice acting right there.
I bet, yeah. Come on, let's do it.
I loved the voice. Oh, mwah.
We're eating on a roof.
Kind of a cookie
They're
is bigger
horrible,
than
right?
like half
They're
your
really-
arm.
I friggin' still hate cookies.
Jesus Christ.
You know, this is about as far from what I expected as we could get.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The ones she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated...
What?
Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out. So I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons.
Oh, learning lessons. Those are my personal favorite kind of
Anyway, I'll throw
lessons.
this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Sarah, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank.
Dank memes, one would
Not
say.
a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
Dank memes. Smells like dank memes. Well, Liliana's ready to report in. Grand.
Champion off with the wardens.
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too.
Yeah, like 3.
Yes, here we go.
No, it's better you not know. Let that weight be mine.
Okay.
Yes, let him.
Triggered. Got any other words of wisdom?
Love seeing you, yeah?
So, you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. This tour...
I need to open this fucking window. This room's like 7 quadrillion degrees.
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head.
It's fucking like 3 degrees outside, but I don't even care anymore.
Fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Grand.
I'd like to know more about you.
Like an M1 Garand is in the rifle. So, where'd you take cookies?
What would say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed.
Oh, that's good.
I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give 2 squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or they stopped to let new people go all over. Some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. 1 or 2 don't. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Denerim is a long way from Orlais. How'd you get there?
By Stinky Horse?
Sarah.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone trying to recover. You even feel bad for the nobles. But Val Royeaux, that's a fat city full of fat heads. They just don't know when to stop. You saw it. Orlais is rich and stupid. Right for the pickings.
So is that who showed you how to fight? Gave you your skills?
Nobody gave me anything except a chance. And maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran.
Do you remember your actual family at all? Your parents?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an orphan that has a missing piece. And look at your face. You believe me? No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes and hating that stupid tree.
Oh yeah, that
The one
freaking
elf.
L's. It's just in the middle.
Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
It's nice to see this side of you. Did you trust me?
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big, trusting foot up your pucker.
I think that after our rooftop chat, I get why you're not like other elves.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Do you know all about elfiness? What it takes to keep our ears all perky?
Of course.
Because I'm just me, and I couldn't give a fig. Alright.
But we represent their kind.
We should all be examples of our peoples and understand how others will judge us.
Right, well, good on you. Have fun. Don't forget to whine about the past. All elves do that. Heard that once. From an example.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Back, yeah? Always good.
Okay, we already know about all those answers, so. Okay. Howdy, everyone. Okay, we already talked to everyone over there, so let's head inside. Actually, let's go to the, oh, jeez. Why are there no guard railings here? You just trip and, like, crack your skull open. Those guardrails here, though. Dumb.
Inquisitor.
That's me. Worship me. You pissed?
Yes.
How do we summon? Do we just, like, ring a bell? Goes ding, ding, ding? This one registers a bone marrow donor. I love Skype. I'm lying. Anyway, yeah, Commander Cullen. Ah, yes. Build that bridge. It's the best kind of bridge. Oh, good work, Tamsin. Nope. What the hell is this? Huh. I legitimately don't remember that. Interesting. Okay. I have some money. Thank you. Alright. Good works. Is that really the only one that we got? Looks like so. That's 40 minutes. How about you? Here an hour. Jesus Christ. Do. Let's just get this done. Grey Warden Sir Ruth appears to have taken our forgiveness to the heart and has found purpose with stalwarts of the Chancery. She has requested resources to take the word of the Maker to areas where less able messengers might be threatened. The compassion you have shown has compelled me to act in your name. Where the Maker's word is absent, I can bring it. Where his light has faded, I can rekindle it. I will challenge the worst of Andraste's detractors and inspire where her chanters go not. If I fail in a service, that will serve us well. I see Josephine being is the best option where she actually does something. Okay. Regardless of whether Cole's a demon or spirit, it's vulnerable to the Venatori binding magic, the amulet of unbound. Okay, yeah, just do it. Just Liliana, go.
Let's see what we have.
If you don't find it, what a shame. He's gonna kill himself. Oh no. Fucking Sir Dinko's dead. Oh no. There's, okay, let's go talk to everyone in this yonder area. This doesn't really have a lot of cutscenes with him, huh? Oh, that's, bitchy Yen. Do have some research, though.
Here we are again. It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Divinity, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
What do you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They call it a cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
Except the Qunari can be beaten, but if you just start jacking off and allowing them to spread and not retake your homeland by killing them, they will take over the world. You know, it's this profound idea, I know.
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care deeply about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters. I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
Profound.
I think I've...
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believe.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is. If he remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many magisters rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
Sure as hell ain't smart of them. Come on, there we go.
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what, 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahs.
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
Well, we don't have slaves in the south.
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven.
He's got a point.
The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family.
And see, like, that's okay. That's indentured servitude.
But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
I suppose not, no.
I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
That's all I...
Fair enough. You...
Boo boop 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 boo boo. Let's go talk to Liliana. I love that crow. Hello.
Victoire is scrambling after the loss of her agent.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Fernand? She dotes on him.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Good work with the Grand Cleric.
Thank you. I do what I can. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
Well then, I suppose that's that.
The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
Look at those lighting textures in the background. Beautiful. Absolutely astounding, some would say. One door.
So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Anything I should know?
There is upheaval in Olay. Our support of Ambassador Briella has scandalized the nobility.
Okay.
I'm quite pleased, personally. If Olay's in turmoil, they will look to us for
See?
stability.
See? Exactly. Alright, I think we've talked to pretty much everyone. Meow. Boop. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. So back to the western approach, not the hissing wastes. Oh, shit, we still have to do that. Oh, okay. That's not gonna be fun. That's what the Stop Venatori Act... fuck. I just realized how much more stuff we actually have to do. So we have to go to Emprise du Lion and Western Approach. I'll need to figure out which one I actually need to go do first in terms of leveling. Okay, so we... Can I just trap... No, it's dumb. Okay. We'll take Sarah, we'll take Riandor, and we'll take... I think Blackwell will like us more if we take him. And I'm going to Alt-Tab and find out the level zones. Oh, this is très good. Thank you, Google Chrome. You're the best piece of software ever made. Jesus Christ. Okay, level... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, never mind. I thought a bomb went off.
I heard Benar's company saying they run into Darkspawn Control. Kara and Ostagar. Bad luck running into Darkspawn twice.
True. Origins was pretty good too.
Did you see those Venatori run?
I don't know if I'll ever, first of all, replay Origins, because Origins is long. Where this series might be around 100 episodes. If I was to play, like, also look at this thing. The thing looks awesome. If I was to replay Origins, ooh, nice cold breeze. If I was to replay Origins, you know, we'll be talking like around 150, 200 episodes. Origins is a long game. There's a lot to do, and it's very, very hard.
Don't
Like,
worry, Your Worship. We'll hold the bridge against anything.
thank you to
Darkspawn is coming through here.
like we're you know, like we're on hard, right? Just want to confirm. We are on hard, which is the second hardest difficulty. Who would have thunk? But ultimately, you know, we come into some trouble occasionally, but it's not like it's ridiculously hard. With Origins on easy, the lowest difficulty possible. That game was probably what Nightmare is in this game. Origins was hard. There's one. Anything? Come on. There it is. But yeah, Origins was hard. I played that game on easy, and it was hard. And plus, we would be talking about the DLC, as in like Awakening and stuff. I think I'll be doing the I might be doing 2 DLC for this game. The one that increases the in continuation of the story. I think I'll be doing that because I just flat out never did that. Because that came out. Oh, hello. I'm Ruth the Grey. But yeah. Again, like, Origins was made when there was this magical thing called expansions, not downloadable content. So like, Dragon Age Awakening, which is the continuation of Origins, is really long. Like, yeah, it's long. Are we not gonna be able to pick this up? 10 out of 10 game. It's because these two are considered hostile. Can I please? Also, the other thing about this game is that, you know, combat is very fluid. You know, like, you know, we can pause it and, you know, have, like, Dorian move, here and then have him, like, cast a fireball magic, and while having Sarah, pop the drugs and have Blackwell holding the line down here while me trying to flank them. You know, we can do that here. We can. But it's not a requirement unless you're on Nightmare. With Origins, it was this way, yeah. With Origins, it's a requirement from the beginning. Like, you can't do boss battles, or any battles, in fact, without pausing the game and having tactics done. It was a pain in the ass. The game was difficult. Actually, the final boss in that game was probably the easiest fight. Maybe it's because of the amount of allies I got, but you know, it was very easy. And there were other bosses, such as the Broodmother, which took me 2 days. 2 actual real-world days to beat. Not like, you know, 48 hours. Like, I had to do it, like, stop multiple times to try to think of tactics and all that. It was Broodmother, confirmed worst boss probably ever made. And I don't say that lightly. Ooh, an Asterium. Alright, let's try to do this. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's adamant. Okay. Oh boy. This looks like a blast. Wait. Oh, oops. Fun fact, I don't think this is gonna work. That will, though. Is it like a fox? Yep, Fenrir, the white wolf. The white wolf, huh? Interesting, because in Norse folklore, it's, Fenrir's, I think it's called, like, the Dread Wolf or whatever, and he's supposed to, like, kill Odin and, I think, all the gods, at Ragnarok or something? I don't remember. Norse mythology is probably the fucking coolest shit on earth. Quota Cavus. Hello, Latin. Okay. How's the timer going? Oh. Did you know it's been over for 8 minutes, but because I don't have a fucking battery on? Oh, that's good. You guys got an extra long episode this time. Thank you all for watching.